ladies and gentlemen, we're back on Country Cousins television show, seen on Saturday night. I'm here with my great friend, Alex Gutierrez, who's running for District 2 in Tulare, California. And we want to welcome him. Yeah, he's here. Yeah. So, Alex, tell the people a little bit about why you're in the campaign, how come you're running, what's it all about.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Alex Gutierrez. I'm a candidate for City Council, District 2. And I got involved in politics at a very young age. As many of you know, our country was attacked on September 11th. And that got me very involved in studying the political systems, governments, military, and just the world in general. Fast forward to 2016, I'm from the city of Tulare. And it has gone through, definitely its own hard times. A lot of it with the hospital board situation, with our local healthcare system. And it opened my eyes to the fact that no matter the fact that we're in a small town, corruption runs rampant in any situation.
Right.
So I decided to involve myself and help out and volunteer in Citizens for Hospital Accountability group. And I realized that our city council wasn't very supportive of what seemed to be a very blatant issue with our hospital. And it got me questioning our own leaders. And I got involved, and now that's 2018, there's a seat that's opened up, and I decided to run. I felt that it was the best time to run. I feel for District 2, it's an area that I grew up in.
Yeah.
It's on the west side of the railroad tracks in Tulare. It's a district that is proportionally Hispanic. It's about 3,000 voters. It encompasses 1,900 Latino voters.
Right.
And a majority of them need true representation. And I want to be that true representative for them. I do have a platform.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so let me just ask while we're going through this. Now on the platform, does that include the Native American Indians? Because they're voters too, and then you got a lot of veterans down there in that area, and then you got the young kids who are graduating from schools and stuff. And I'm always curious to ask the question: in what you're doing, are you going to be effective in bringing jobs into the community?
All right. There's a lot to pack in right there, right?
Right.
As to Native Americans, the veterans, and the young people, Native Americans are definitely not seeked out for their vote, which is very sad. Veterans are organized in certain groups,
right.
and reaching out to them is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And the young people who need to turn out, especially in this political year,
right.
I definitely want to inspire them. I mean, people say I'm young.
Right.
I'm 28 years old, and I want to tell them, and I tell them every time I get the chance to see them at the door,
right.
that you are our future. You need to be inspired. You need to care. I know that they're overworked,
right.
and they have to focus on their families
right.
and just making ends meet. But all three of them are very important. And as it's bringing jobs in, yes, I definitely want to bring jobs in because our city right now is facing a budget deficit.
Right.
Where we're going to be spending more than we're bringing in, and that's going to be a problem. So we need to find out different revenue sources. And I have an economic development plan that revolves around that. And
Good.
There's the cannabis issue too.
Right.
And I'm a big supporter of cannabis coming to Tulare. It was very unfortunate that got voted down. Even here in Fresno, it got voted down too.
Well, let me say this: that in doing this, I think our young people that's graduating wants to really be showed that people care about them, and in doing so, creating jobs is a must because there's not enough jobs there. There's not enough in Fresno County here. And Fresno County graduates about 10,000 students every year. 10,000. We got several high schools. They're coming out of 700 people graduating, and then you got the colleges here. So they're hitting 500 to 700 in the numbers of graduation. So before you know it, you're like 10,000 something people, and they're looking for places to go, things to do, because they want to buy products and stuff that's been put out, and then buy cars and things like that. And I think jobs are very important. Now, as for the rest of the thing about the young people, with them coming into the campaign, going out to vote, is one of the greatest things. And tell them about what does it make you feel like to go out to vote. How important voting is to you. That's one of the main things that I look at. So, and in doing so, can you speak to them about how important it is for them to come out and vote?
Yes. Well, to the beginning of the question, the fact that young people are graduating at very high rates here in this area, but also
Right.
in my area of Tulare, there's something called a brain drain, where a lot of them want to leave to the cities, the lure of the city,
Right.
and we need to have reinvestment here in our own area. And to the latter point, a big factor of that is the fact that you're not voting in your own change.
Right.
So you need to invest and be part of the community and participate in which direction and who's benefiting with all the money that we contribute to the large public pot.
Right.
And if you want to invest in things that you want to see in your town, whether it be new technologies, new businesses, small businesses, you need to get yourself involved because other people are making decisions for you.
Right.
And it's called civic participation, and one way of doing it is voting. But there are many ways you can participate. You can be involved in your local chamber of commerce.
Right.
You can be involved in any local club,
Right, yeah.
Lions Club, Rotarian Club. You can involve yourself in many different organizations and promote the goodwill of the community. And you can implement your own change, but voting is definitely a must-do. I'm here asking for the support and votes of my constituents in
Yes.
District 2. But if you participate, you can bring in all the economic development you like, because then you'll be knowledgeable. You'll know the planning commissioners. You'll learn how much money you have to work with, how much money you need to
Right.
make up for. A lot of different things that can factor into that. And young people are the future, and they need to know that.
True. I think my last question to you is that a few years ago they had trouble with the voting machines. Are there going to be enough voting machines in Tulare County in your area for people to go vote? I mean, I know they like mail-in ballots, which is good, but also there needs to be an alternative to if you get your ballot late for some reason, whatever, and you want to go vote. Okay, so here's the opportunity. You got one, you got to mail in, but it's going to be late getting there, so the vote won't be counted, basically. So is there an area that they can go vote in? I think that's going to be one of the main issues also, because voting machines aren't put out everywhere like they used to be.
No. A big thing for answering that question would be call Secretary of State Alex Padilla. Your local registrar of voters. Tulare County does have a bad reputation of, especially for the last 2 election cycles, of not having enough ballots.
Right.
We had a ballot shortage.
Yeah.
Ballot locations as to
Right.
every candidate should be talking to your registered voter or the registration of elections office. Which in Tulare
Right.
County, I really like the people that work there.
Right.
I don't know the higher ups.
Right.
But I do know where folks can turn in their ballots.
Uh-huh.
If you have a ballot or if you want to vote early, California is a pretty great state. You can vote 30 days before the election.
Right.
You walk into your local county elections office, which in Tulare County is in Visalia, across from Mooney Groves Park. You can turn your mail-in ballot there. You can physically vote there, too, to vote early. And you'll be guaranteed that your vote actually made it to where it's supposed to go.
Right.
And as to opening up more places, I think we need to definitely petition the government to offer such.
Right, because they need spaces
luxury.
to go. Because some people, I mean, you get off of a job. Say if you work, you get off your job. You work in Fresno County. You got to drive back to Tulare. You're gonna get there late, so you need a polling place that's kind of close to you because of the drive. Okay, so now you're rushing to get there. So if you get there late or you get there, say close to the time, okay, then you got a polling place that you can go to that's still open. Like some of them, like back east, don't close to 7 o'clock at night. Okay, California normally winds theirs down about 5, 6,
No, here
sometime.
in California, I think they're open till 8.
8.
Yeah, I think it's 7 to 8 here in California, which is good.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
But if you're traveling the way you described
Right.
the situation, early voting is the way to do it. Because
Right.
even though you vote in person, like I do,
Right.
I like to vote in person. If you're going to be, short on time, you can always
Right.
go to your local registrar of voters office and physically vote there. You just have to make sure you show up in person there. But it gives you 30 days to plan it
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah.
And we just need to get that information out to the people so they know that's an option.
Yes.
So they're not doing this every single election cycle year.
Right.
But yeah,
That's a
really
good thing.
that's a really good point.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's good to have you on the show. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it. And ladies and gentlemen, all of you that's viewing this show from wherever you're viewing it from, go out and vote for Alex. He's going to be down in Tulare. That's his area. Go out there and vote for him. Show him your support, that
District
you're
2.
supporting for what's going on, okay? And to all of you, please go out and join his campaign. Help him walk, knock on doors. Get the message out. They need somebody new in office. They want him to do a great job. Go out and support him. We thank you for joining us this evening. God bless you. We love you. We'll be back after the few words from my few comments.
Thank you, Richard.